Well, welcome to Simo's Garage, and this one is an update on my fleet of cars, I guess. It is early morning here. It's a little cold, but it's not so bad. Now, what have I done? Well, I've been stupid. No, I've been very smart. I've bought more cars because he who dies with the most cars wins. Not that I'm planning on dying. I kind of like living, but I now have five. Why do I have 5 cars? I don't need 5 cars. Well, there's the Mustang, because you have to have a Mustang. That's just the American-Australian tradition. Well, I just made that up. But I have to have a Mustang because it's fast, it's touring, it's rear-wheel drive, it's V8. I've got my Supra, which you saw the other day, is, well, in parts. It's halfway through a rebuild. And then I have my BMW X5, which is, well, broken. Very broken. In fact, I've sold it broken. I was going to fix it, but it's, well, broken. So I kind of couldn't be bothered. I pulled it apart and went, you know what, I know what the problem is. I can fix this. I got a gearbox and it's, well, going out the door broken. So then I went to the auctions yesterday, and auctions are a bad place. No, they're a good place. They're a good place. There are lots of opportunities or liabilities. I don't know. But I bought 2 cars. Now, one of these cars is kind of a replacement for the X5. I don't need it, but I would like it. But instead of being from BMW with dodgy gearboxes and, well, you know, all the other things that go wrong in BMWs, which are numerous, I bought something that was, well, another Ford. So it's boring, but it'll probably do the job quite well. And then the last one was a, well, I'll only tell you this. I'll tell you that it's French, it's modern, and it's quirky. That's all I'm going to tell you, because I'll do a video on that one when I pick it up. I'm not going to pick that up today. I'll pick up the Ford today. And I'll show you that one, but the other one I'm going to pick up probably tomorrow or maybe Monday, and that's quirky. That's the best way of saying, but then really isn't everything that's French is quirky? I don't know, I don't want to be rude or mean to the French. I mean, they do kind of just run away when there's any trouble, but you know what? That's good on them. I mean, they have the Eiffel Tower and all those beautiful things. Sure, but they won't speak anyone else's language. Only French in France. Come on now, speak our language or we don't want to know you. Moving on. So now I have 5. I have the Mustang. I have the Supra in parts. I'll get back to that one. I have the broken BMW, and now I have a new Ford and a quirky French car. I don't need 5, but one of them's going. Come and have a look now with me. And here is my broken BMW. This is a 2003 BMW. Let me tell you a little bit about them. Well, you don't need to know much. They're hopeless. It's a BMW. They look good. They look very stylish. But they break. And in this one particular part, the gearbox, always breaks. Now, BMW, in their infinite wisdom in 2000 and whatever, thought, we don't build gearboxes. Well, at least we don't do it well. No, that's a lie. They used to. But we haven't got time to build gearboxes. That's for the mere mortals. That's for the peasants. So BMW said to General Motors, they said, will you build us a gearbox? And General Motors, being a company with the idea to make money, said, sure, we'll build you a gearbox. It won't be good, but we'll build one. And so BMW and General Motors entered into a partnership where General Motors would build these hopeless gearboxes and BMW would fit them to their everything model. X5s, 5 Series, 1 Series I think, 3 Series probably. But yet no self-respecting BMW owner with their briefcase and their high-powered job driving their brand new BMW would bother getting underneath to have a look. So BMW, they were on a winner. Cheap gearboxes, and no one's going to know. But the gearbox in this one is a GM gearbox. Now, humour me here. This car weighs, I don't know, 1750 kilos. The gearbox that GM gave BMW to put in here is rated to 1800 kilos. Now, I weigh 80 kilos, okay, probably 85, and if I was sitting in this car, it's pretty much already at its weight limit. Now anyway, let's not get bogged down in who weighs what and why, but then the gearbox is rated to 420 Newton meters. Now that seems okay, but this motor puts out 412 Newton meters. Now, okay, yes, I get it. The motor is not always putting out that amount of torque. Okay, sometimes you're idling and cruising and whatever. But this one being the 3-litre diesel, well, it's a turbo 3-litre diesel and it puts out that sort of power from pretty low down. So you're always shifting a lot of weight with a lot of torque coming out of the gearbox. But it's obvious that it's going to fail. Now, to be honest, this gearbox didn't do too bad. It ran to 240,000 Ks. So in essence, it didn't do too bad. But the cost of rebuilding the gearbox, well, the quotes are $5,000 and $6,000. The car is only worth that. And to get a new one, well, listen to this one. This particular car is built in 0403, April 03. Now, BMW made this model, the 3-litre diesel with the GM gearbox. They made this model from 0303 to 0903. 6 months. BMW after 6 months went, oh no, we have screwed up. This is hopeless. We need to change it. And they did. They changed the gearbox. That means that this particular model with a 3-litre diesel, which remember back in 2003, diesels were becoming all the rage. Everyone needed a diesel, you know, get rid of the V8s, we don't need them. We need the diesels. Diesels are the new modern car. So the car was built for 6 months with that gearbox. Now, the petrol 3-litres, which have the same bolt pattern at the back, they got a different gearbox. And the V8's got a good gearbox, a ZF gearbox. So really, this model had this gearbox for 6 months. Now, do you reckon you can find a gearbox for these? Well, you can't. I looked. No one has them. And most wreckers won't sell them to you because they know once you put that in your car, it's probably not going to last the 3-month warranty period. So this car, as beautiful as it is, basically became scrap. Now, I've actually sold this, and I hope the guy doesn't watch the video till well after he's bought it, but he's planning on fixing it and I was completely honest with him, so that's okay. I really don't mind. He knows the gearbox's stuff. It's in the boot. I've bought another gearbox. I've sold it to him with that gearbox so he can put it all in. It's not an issue. I can sleep soundly at night, but I really just couldn't be bothered fixing it. Short of the answer, I couldn't be bothered fixing it. Now, because I knew I needed to fit another gearbox, or I thought I was going to have to, I was very ingenious and I actually built myself a gearbox jack. Now, the funny thing is, I only finished that gearbox jack 2 days ago, and I sold the car yesterday, so I don't need my gearbox jack. So I'm just going to give you a little montage of my gearbox jack going up. Here we go. And now you've seen my montage of my gearbox jack. How beautiful is that? I think that is just glorious. Now, this car's going to go out of here. This is go on. I don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to move it out of here. I need the space. Now, I'm going to go down to the auctions today and I'm going to pick up that Ford that I've bought. I'll do a little video on the way down. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I wasn't driving this car when it broke. No, not I. I do not break cars. I am the sort of person that treats my cars with dignity and respect. I drive them cautiously, never putting any stress anywhere. A friend of mine broke this. That was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, you know, I lent him the car. Well, he was paying me a little bit, but essentially I lent him the car. And he rang me and said, it's broken. I said, what do you mean it's broken? He goes, it won't go. Well, make it go. No, it won't go. Well, what does it say on the dash? Transfail. Well, there we go. I've heard it all now. Transfail in BMW speak is get out of the car, get an Uber and leave it there. Do not bother with anything. Look, I tried. Yeah, do not do it. Transfer equals blow up car. Anyway, so let's call him Simon, shall we? We'll call it the fellow Simon. Now Simon was driving the car and he says he didn't do anything wrong, and I believe him, it's fine. The gearbox is rubbish. So anyway, it's been here for about 6 weeks. That's the time it took me to take the gearbox out. Well, that was only really a couple of days. And then it sat here while I was looking for another gearbox. Eventually I found one from over east, Dandenong I think it was, and that's currently en route to get here. So in a week or two, when the fella comes back, he's going to buy the car, he's going to take it on home, fix it and drive around in it. I don't really care what he does, I've solved it. So anyway, the fleet is currently at 5, and when this goes it'll be down to 4, but 5's a nice number. I'll look for something else. Anyway, let's get on down to the auctions.